Hi, I'm Madelyn. Welcome to Madelyn Goes to a Play. In this episode, I am going to go see Top Girls by Carolyn Churchill, produced by Remy Bumppo Theater. The production's located at Theater Wit, which is a venue on the north side of Chicago. And the address is 1229 West Belmont Avenue in Chicago. And the play, quick synopsis of it is, you'll need a hard head to smash a glass ceiling, and Marlene's got what it takes. But success comes at a price, and the past is never far behind. Whip smart, funny, and ultimately very moving. Carolyn Churchill's groundbreaker brilliantly debates questions about female empowerment, career, and family. It runs January 16th through February 22nd, 2020. All right, why did I pick Top Girls? First kind of got on my radar is I know one of the actors in it, Annabelle Armour, and she posted on her Facebook page that she was in Top Girls. So first off, Annabelle is a fantastic actress, has been working in the city for a long time. Is a company member at Remy Bumppo and is just superb. So already my interest is piqued. And Top Girls. Top Girls is by Carolyn Churchill, a British playwright, a living woman playwright, and quite well known. Top Girls is probably her most well-known play. Maybe at Cloud 9 is also has done a lot. I have never seen Top Girls. So, yes. So I think, okay, I should see Top Girls. And Remy Bumppo has a professional theater company, Equity Theater Company. Has been around since 1996 and has an excellent reputation for just doing quality work. They won a bunch of Jeff Awards, which is sort of like the Chicago Tony Awards. Annabelle has won some Tony Awards. She should, but Jeff Awards. And so already all the pieces are coming together. I'm thinking this will be a good one. And it's a woman director. I love our gals, and an all-female cast, I believe. And so, yeah, so it sounded good. And then I looked at the schedule, and it had not opened yet. And I want to try and go to see shows and put up videos about them, giving you time to go see them. So it does not open tonight. Tonight is a preview. It opens tomorrow night. What's good about previews is they're cheaper. And that's good too. So it's a 7:30 curtain on a Thursday night, and also Thursday nights there's less traffic. And that's a factor if you're driving down. So all of the elements sort of came together. Went on the website, got my ticket, and so I'm intrigued. It should be, again, all the pieces all the puzzle pieces came together. So I am looking forward to this one, and I will let you know how it is afterwards. All right. I live an hour north of the city, so how I drive down is, first off, Google Maps is your friend, obviously. So put the address of the theater in, 1220, I've driven to this venue so many times, 1229 West Belmont Avenue. First off, okay, you're going to do one thing first, two things first. First, find a good podcast if you're driving alone, because that's going to make the drive so much better, because it's going to be probably about a 50-minute drive if you're lucky. So do a podcast, get that all ready to go. Then, and I will explain why you're doing this in a moment, write your license plate number and the make of your car down on a small piece of paper and get $8 exactly. Trust me. All right, so you're ready to go. In the afternoon, check on Google Maps how the traffic is. I love Google Maps because we have this updating constantly. So you can see, if you're going to leave for the theater, say an hour drive, and you want to tack on 20 extra minutes for parking, etc. And then at 3 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon, 5 in the afternoon, you look and there's a major accident and it's giving you alternate routes. So check in once or twice in the afternoon before you hit the show. Okay. I drive down on 94. It's called 94 East. It's really 94 South, but it's 94 East to get into the city. And to get the best way to get to Theater Wit is you're going down and you'll see the Kimball exit. All right. So you want to exit onto Kimball. There are 2 lanes. So stay in the left lane as you go down the exit, and it's going to veer to the right on Kimball, and then there'll be a stoplight right there, and you are going to turn left. That is Belmont. If you turn left, you'll be going east into the city and straight towards the theater. The theater is on Belmont. I love straight shots. I like right angles when I'm driving. So you're on the way. So just drive east on Belmont. Drive with awareness, because it's a busy street. There are people pulling in and pulling out and this and that. Cyclists, things like that. So drive with awareness. But it's a fun neighborhood you're going to be driving through, and it is probably about 12-15 minutes going east. Okay, you're going to pass Shuba's, I think. It'll be on the right. You're getting closer to the theater. And then eventually you will see Theater Wit and stage 773 on your right. But wait, what you are really looking for is Kubo. It is a restaurant, a small restaurant on your left-hand side, because you're going to turn in there. This is my parking hack, which they share with you on the Theater Wit website. So Kubo's on your left, so you're going to turn on your left turn signal, and just east of Kubo, right there, there's a little alleyway, like a little driveway, and there's a brick building on the right. So it's a narrow little passage. So turn on your left turn signal and turn down that little alleyway. It's just wide enough for, a car and a third. Be careful as you pull in. You do not hit a pedestrian coming out. Drive carefully in there, and it's going to be dark, okay? You go back there, and you just go the length of the building back. Then there's a little alley, and then behind the little alley is a parking lot. I love this parking lot because there's always spaces there, and one of my favorite things is having parking I know is going to be there, because I'm hauling my ass down to the city. I want a parking spot. All right, park there. Now, this is where you're going to use that piece of paper with your driver's license, your license plate. And I hope I said license plate before. Got to check the tape. And your $8. So get out of your car, lock your car, walk the way you came. Now, this is probably your most dangerous part of your entire adventure, because a car could come in just where you came in, and there's not a whole lot of room. So make sure you're aware. And so walk back towards the street, back towards Belmont. So you get on Belmont, you see the theater right there. Yay, Theater Wit. Don't go in. No, you're going to hang a hard right, and you're going to go into Kubo. And the maitre d' will come up, and you're going to give them your $8 and your license plate number and the make of your car. Then you are on the list. Your car will not be towed. Another good thing is that if you are early, and I am often early because I allow extra time for driving, you can stay in Kubo. And if you're alone, it's fine. You can sit at the bar, at a table. They pour a nice glass of wine, really decent martini, appetizers, regular food. It's terrific, and they're lovely people, and it's affordable. If you don't have time, and the thing is why I write down my license plate and have the cash ready to go, is you can go in and just tell them your license plate number and fiddle around with the cash, but sometimes, because of traffic, you're running late. So I want to be able to just go in, give my money, give my info, haul ass across the street to the theater. Then you go into the theater, you're ready to go. We'll touch base on that. I'm going to live stream that or live record that. But those are the basically, the logistics of getting down and parking. There might be valet parking. I have a thing against valet parking. For some reason, I never do it unless I'm staying at a hotel and they take my car. I know Stage 773 has a valet, and I'm going to check and see if Theater Wit does too. So I'll let you know that. Okay. Onwards. Next. I'm pulling out. I checked Google Maps. There's a little bit of a backup, so it's estimated to be about an hour and 23 minutes to the theater. Curtains at 7:30, so it's 5:30. I'm leaving now to allow me enough time to drive, park. I might be doing a little filming, so I want a little extra time for that. I got my podcast all selected, so here I go. All right, the drive was exactly what Google Maps said it was going to be, about an hour and 20 minutes. I polished off 2 podcasts, which was great, Dolly Parton's America and 99% Invisible. But I wanted to add one thing while I was thinking about it. One thing that's good about buying tickets beforehand, because when you're a suburban theater goer, you got to get your ticket beforehand. Because you don't want to drive all the way down and not have a seat, is it forces you to get out of the house. It's like 12 degrees outside, and I would have stayed home had I not had a ticket. But it got me out of the house and in the car because I had the ticket. And I had a great drive down, actually, because I had fun listening to the podcasts, and traffic was a little iffy, but it was fine. It was fine. And I'm in my favorite parking lot, and here I go to go pay for my parking. Okay, now so this is walking to the theater, that alley I was telling you about. So look both ways. Yes, okay. All right, this is where I drove into to park. And right on the right there, you see that is the restaurant. So this is where you got to be careful someone doesn't drive into you. Let's see, it's a very nice place. They have really cool events right there. It's heated there. Okay, so there is Theater Wit, but we're not going there. Like I said, hard right. And we're going to Cuba to pay for our parking. All right, so this is what you do. You go in. Here we go. And this is Cuba. Hi, can I pay for my parking?
Yep.
There's my driver's license, my license plate, and the $8.
I got it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so this is Cuba. She's really relaxed. It's awesome. Like I said, great wine, great snacks. Okay. All right, there's Theater Wit, Remy Bumppo. So there's the venue, very nice, busy street. Okay, going on in.
Great. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, Top Girls.
What's the last name?
Sergel with an S.
Got your seat here on top. This is your ticket.
Okay, thank you. Is there an intermission?
Yes, there is. Top Girls is 2 intermissions.
Okay, 2 intermissions.
Yes.
And do you know the running time?
Ooh, I think it's 2:45.
Okay, thank you. All right, so this is always fabulous. They have snacks and really there's banana bread. It's a very cool place. Very loud. Okay, now see you got cocktails and things like that up there. And one thing I did not ask is what theater it was going to be in, because there are 3 spaces. space number 1, theater number 1, sorry, theater number 2, and theater number 3. But I'll find that out. All right. One of the things about arriving a little bit early, which we always generally have to do as suburban theater goers, is you get to get into your seat and look at the program. And the good theaters, lots of theaters, I don't know, oftentimes have director notes and wonderful information that will illuminate your experience of the performance. And so I like to get in and sit down as early as I can so I can read it. And then I approach the play that I'm going to see with more information. And also I can check out the set, which I'm All right, first, director notes. Look at all that to read. That's a lot. That's a lot of good information. And this stuff and that to go over. Really good stuff. Lovely set. And there's seats on both sides. I got an assigned seat on the aisle, which will be nice. Yeah. All right, it is 10:31. Just got back into the car. Show was great. It was great acting. I've got when I'm driving home from a show, if it's like a light comedy, I don't have to process it. I'll go back to my podcasts. But if something I need to work through, one of the fun things is driving home and just kind of listening to random music and working out and kind of unpacking the show. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, it was terrific. Hi, so I made it home, safe and sound, speaking kind of quietly, people are asleep. The show was terrific. I'm just going to do a few more logistical things. On the drive home, down Belmont, when you're going to Belmont, if you're going west on Belmont to pick up 94, it's not intuitive. You go under the tollway and you think you should turn under the tollway. Don't, keep going straight and you'll hit Kimball, and then that entrance goes, you go swing around there. So, and all total I spent, it was $40, $32 for the ticket and $8 for parking. And do read get there so you can read the director notes help, and there's some other information that helps. I'm going to kind of dig into debrief real quick before I go to bed. It's a very smart, well-acted show. It starts sort of this in 3 acts, which is what the playwright wanted, but they move, quickly, and it's like the play starts though with sort of like a macro, big political, geopolitical, historical, lots of themes and people and historical figures, and it's really big, and then it's very head, and then it moves, the other scenes moving forward become much more intimate and micro, and it goes from like the head to the heart. I found it interesting of the different women characters I connected with at different times. I think this is a great play especially for like to go out with girlfriends and go out and talk about it afterwards. It's very well acted, well directed. I love the production elements, the sound design especially, I really liked. Yeah, it's a terrific show. Great night at the theater. Check it out. Top Girls, produced by Remy Bumppo at Theater Wit. And it runs for a while. Oh, and the actors, the actors are great, but there are a couple of young people in it, young gals who are, 2 of them, Chicago Tribune's hot new faces. So I thought everyone's pretty hot. They were all great. So yeah, check it out. All right, this is Madelyn Goes to a Play. Thanks. See you soon.